Christina Rossetti's Goblin Market is an epic poem that weaves together themes of temptation, desire, and sisterhood in ways that continue to captivate modern readers. At its surface, the poem tells the tale of two sisters, Laurie and Lizzie, whose contrasting responses to the seductive offerings of goblin merchants creates a narrative rich with allegory and layered meanings. Beneath the vivid imagery and playful language lies a thought-provoking exploration of sexuality, the commodification of desire, and the liberating power of female solidarity. Christina Rossetti's Goblin Market was written in 1859 and published in 1862 as the title poem in her first collection, Goblin Market and Other Poems. Rossetti was an English poet associated with the pre-Raphaelite movement, known for her deeply religious themes, vivid imagery, and exploration of gender and morality. Goblin Market is a narrative poem that tells the story of two sisters, Laura and Lizzie, who encounter goblin merchants selling enchanted yet cursed fruit. Though originally marketed as a children's poem, its complex symbolism and sensual language have led to varied scholarly interpretations. A central theme in Goblin Market is the notion of temptation and its consequences. The goblin merchants, with their irresistible fruits, represent not only the allure of forbidden pleasure, but also the risks associated with indulging in unchecked desire. In its Victorian context, an era marked by strict moral codes and the repression of female sexuality, Rossetti's portrayal of temptation takes on a subversive quality. Instead of depicting desire solely as dangerous or sinful, she acknowledges its complex duality. Laura, despite succumbing to her desires, is not depicted as evil or morally bankrupt. This duality is particularly striking in the way that the poem hints at the transformative power of desire. Laura's desire brings danger, but Lizzie's desire brings salvation. This interplay suggests that while desire is perilous, it can also be redirected towards healing and empowerment. Closely tied to the theme of temptation is the exploration of sexuality and the body. Rossetti's language is sensuous and evocative, inviting interpretations that go beyond conventional heteronormative frameworks. The fruit, with its lush, juicy imagery, becomes a symbol of the body's sensual potential, an element of pleasure that is both dangerous and life-affirming. The descriptions of the two maidens is at times sensual and carnal. At a time when expressions of female desire were tightly regulated, Rossetti's portrayal can be seen as a quiet yet powerful celebration of sexual freedom. This poem resists the simple categorization of desire as either virtuous or corrupt, instead embracing a more nuanced understanding that acknowledges both the beauty and complexity of physical longing. In addition to its treatment of sexual desire, Goblin Market is notable for its progressive handling of sapphic themes, a daring subject in the repressive Victorian period. The profound bond between Laura and Lizzie transcends the ordinary sibling relationship, hinting at a form of intimacy that resonates with what many modern readers might recognize as sexual desire for one another. Their relationship is built on empathy, shared experience, and an unspoken understanding that defies the strict gender roles of the time. Lizzie's willingness to sacrifice herself for her sister's well-being, and the comfort that Laura finds in her recovery, as well as their physical actions towards one another, suggest a kind of love that challenges societal norms. In this light, the poem can be read as an early expression of lesbian relationships and a subtle critique of the limitations imposed on women's emotional and sexual lives. This exploration of non-heteronormative desire is particularly important today as contemporary society continues to grapple with issues surrounding gender identity and sexual orientation. Rossetti's work, with its layered subtleties, offers a reminder of the need to validate and celebrate diverse expressions of love and desire. In modern discussions of sexuality, Goblin Market stands out as a work that encourages readers to reconsider binary notions of purity and corruption and to embrace the complexity inherent in human relationships. Beyond the specific themes of desire and sexuality, the poem also addresses the broader issue of female agency in a world dominated by patriarchal values. The goblin merchants, as embodiments of an exploitative economic power, contrast sharply with the rural, nurturing, and protective role embodied by Lizzie. Through her self-sacrificial act, Lizzie disrupts the cycle of temptation and victimization, demonstrating that true strength lies in the ability to resist and deny harmful influences. This message of resistance remains profoundly relevant today, as women continue to assert their rights in the face of systemic inequities and cultural pressures. In conclusion, Christina Rossetti's Goblin Market remains a vital work in the canon, not only for its lush language and imaginative storytelling, but also for its progressive engagement with themes of desire, sexuality, and femininity. By challenging the rigid black and white moral codes of her time, Rossetti opened up a space for exploring the complexities of female desire and the power of empathetic bonds between women. Today, as society moves towards an ever greater acceptance of diverse sexual identities and expressions, the poem's nuanced portrayal of these themes continues to inspire readers to embrace a fuller, more inclusive understanding of human desire and morality.